let's have a look at another way of factorising. This method is called grouping, and it's most commonly used for expressions that have 4 terms. So let's get straight into it. Let's have a look at expression. It might look something like this, where we have, let's see, what will we have? Let's have x minus 4y plus mx minus 4my. Whoops, that's a y on the end there. Let's see if I can just move that over a little bit for you. Yes, okay. All right. So x minus 4y plus mx minus 4y. So first question would be, and I can hear you all saying to me, look for a common factor. So well done if you're recognising that's the first thing that we need to do. So we have kind of got some factors that are common. X and mx have a common factor of x. mx and my have a common factor of m. 4y and 4my have a common factor of 4y, but there's nothing that is common to each of those terms. So we have to rearrange them a little bit and put the ones that do have common factors together. So there's probably a couple of ways of doing this, and of a couple of ways of putting the common factors together. If you choose the wrong ones and it doesn't work, then you just have to start again, and there's a couple of ways that you can combine the pairs and still get the right answer in the end. So let's just have a go and see how we work through this process. I'm going to choose to rewrite this equation with the terms that I think will factorise nicely together. So I'm going to put together the x and the mx. Now there's really nothing else that I can put together with the x, so I don't have much choice in that. So let's start to rewrite it. I've got my x and my mx, and I'm going to factorise them together, and that leaves me with the minus 4y and the minus 4my that I've got to factorise separately. So I'm going to treat those as two separate factorisations and then bring them together at the end, and you'll see something magic happens. If we take out the common factor in this one, the common factor is x, so let's put that outside our bracket. If we look at what's left over, if we take x divided by x is 1, and mx divided by x would just leave us with the m. So that's that little bit factorised. Let's take out the common factor of this next one. I can take out the minus 4 and I can take out the y. So let's put that outside the bracket, minus 4y. If I then divide minus 4y by minus 4y, we are left with 1, and look, bit of magic. Sorry, you can't see, a bit of magic's happening here. Then we've got minus 4my divided by minus 4y. So we've got the minus 4 and the minus 4, and we've got the y and the y, and it only is the m left over. So that's, whoops, yes, that's right, plus m. Look at that. This is my magic. Same factor here. If that's what you end up with, then you've been successful in this. Now, that doesn't look like two factors. It looks like a couple of expressions that I could expand. How am I going to turn that into two factors? I can hear you asking away. Well, I know that one of them is 1 plus m, and my other one is the combination of this and this. So in my brackets, I can write the x minus 4y. These two are the factors of that expression. If I multiply those out, I will end up with that. If you don't believe me, think Miss Abraham's a drongo, have a go and see if I'm right. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'd be surprised if I was. Okay, let's have another one, which has a couple of challenges in it, but nothing that you're not up to. So, x squared plus 3x minus y squared plus 3y. Now, those of you that are on the ball will recognise that x squared minus y squared is the difference of two squares. So straight away, I would be putting those little puppies together. And that leaves me with the plus 3x plus 3y here. Now, let's think about what we're going to do with, whoops, didn't mean to rub that out, what we're going to do with the x squared minus y squared. We know that that will factorise using the difference of two squares rules because it is the difference of two squares. So let's factorise that into x minus y, x plus y. If you're not sure how I've done that, I want you to go back to the factorising two terms tutorial and read that through. That will tell you what I've done there and why I've done it that way. So I've factorised this bit. Let's now have a go at factorising this little baby. I'm going to take out a common factor of 3, or plus 3 out of both of them. So plus 3 will leave me with x, x, and if I take out the 3 out of this term, it leaves me with y, so it will be plus y. Alright, what can we see now? A little bit of stuff to do yet. We've got two factors here, and we've got some factors here. Do we have a common factor in this and this? Can you see something common in this pair of brackets and in this expression here? Yes, you can, the x plus y and the x plus y. So we can take out a common factor there of x plus y. That leaves us with x minus y in this part, so x minus y, and it leaves us with the plus 3 here. So that plus 3 goes in the brackets there. So the factors of x squared plus 3x minus y plus 3y are x plus y times x minus y plus 3. They're our factors. Who would have thought that that expression there would have a pair of factors like that? Golly gosh, it's exciting, isn't it? Okay, so we've factorised by grouping a 4-termed expression into pairs or into 2s and 2s and worked through the process. In the next part, we'll have a look at still 4 termed expressions, but we'll group 3 and 1.